What up, world? It's your woman, Butterfly. Okay, I was like, let me go ahead and make this video because I really want to just keep y'all caught up and, stop taking all these long pauses. That's what I really want to do. That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm just so freaking busy. But anyway, okay, so I was watching my last video and I was like, I need to, there's a bunch of stuff I forgot to tell y'all about. I'm just trying to keep y'all updated on my spirit realm ventures because it's really crazy. It's crazy, but I don't feel crazy talking about it because I feel like I need to help.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 68 for I-285 north.
I need to help people see what's going on because the veil is lifting and it's like all this time we've been surrounded by demons and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You need help. You need spiritual help. You need God to help. All right. So, I was going to tell y'all about my recent distraction, but let me tell y'all about what happened with the last guy. Okay. You need to be careful. Alright, you need to take it slow. You need to take it slow, alright? Because these demons out here be trying to pull one on you. They be trying to pull one on you, man. I'm telling you. They really be trying, especially here in Atlanta. You know, there are so many videos on YouTube about don't date in Atlanta, don't date dudes from Atlanta. And I think that's sad. I think that's really sad. You know, I'm not even trying, but it's just
in a
happening.
half mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 68 for I-285.
Like taking applications, but really I'm focusing on myself. And I want to get married, but like I said, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. If it don't, I'm happy knowing that nobody's coming to do nothing to me. I'm telling you, I'm so much.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 68, then keep left at the fork.
But there are times when I'm like, dang, if I had a husband, I bet that wouldn't happen. I bet these dudes wouldn't just come up to me saying whatever if they saw a dude standing right here. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. I feel like financially, I need to have a partner, somebody that could be like, I got you on this bill, that bill, you know what I mean? So, stuff like that. But,
keep left at the fork.
yeah. So the last dude, okay? The chef guy, okay? All right. So I was talking to him.
Continue on I-285 north for 20 miles.
I only saw him once, the first night I met him. And then I saw him again when I was door dashing and I stopped at his cousin's house to talk to him and he came outside, okay? And we talked in front of his cousin's house in my car, right? And he just seemed like the sweetest dude, y'all. He seemed like the sweetest guy. I thought that was him, right? But something weird started to happen, okay? Sometimes he would call me and he would just sound like he was just out of it. Like, just totally out of it. I was like, is he drunk? Like, what's wrong with him? He would call me and just be like, yeah, babe, like, yeah, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, it's me. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you drunk? I've been drinking a little bit. I'm not, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, huh? Okay, so, and then he would be like, oh, I'll call you back. And he would hang up. And then he would call back like 5 minutes later and sound like he was totally fine. So I was like, okay, this is weird. I really don't want no man that's going to be drinking and calling me like he's all delusional and stuff because, I'm trying to talk to you. And it's like, why the heck you going to call me if you want to be drunk? Like, it's irritating. I'm busy and you're on the phone sounding stupid. And I'm like repeating myself. You know what I'm saying? So it started to really turn me off. And then something happened where I needed some help with a bill, and it's not his obligation to help me with my bills, but he said that he was going to pay me for some catering work, and I was like, okay, can you pay me ahead of time, and then I'll do the event the next week because I have a bill coming up. And he said, okay, yeah, I'll do that, right? So I went and I spent money on something else because I was looking forward to him giving me that money that he said he was going to give me for paying me early, okay? So when it came time for him to give me the money, he was like, oh, I'm at my cousin's house downtown. Can you meet me downtown? And I was like, yeah, I can meet you downtown. So I'm on my way downtown. You know, my cousin dragged me out to here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, where are you? Like, I'm driving to the store and you're, where are you? I need to meet you to get this money. And he's like, oh, you know, don't do that. Don't worry about that. I'm like, what do you mean don't worry about it? I need it tonight. And he's like, oh, that's okay. Just don't worry about me, you know? And I'm like, hold up, okay? First of all, you want to freaking sound stupid on the phone. Now you doing this, playing with money and playing, you know, telling me that you're going to do something and don't do it? Okay, no, all right? So the next day, I was like, I'm finna cut it, okay? Because if you're going to call me every day, if you're going to have any time, if you're going to have any second of my freaking life, okay, you are not going to be in my life telling me that you're going to do something and then don't do it. Like, that's not what I want. So I was like, I'm going to cut it. Hey, I need to talk to you, right? And I was like, where you at? He was like, I'm at work. It was the next day and it was daytime, okay? I never seen him in the daytime, okay? I was like, I'm going to come up to your job and talk to you, right? And he was like, oh, okay. So, you know, he came outside, okay, and he got in a car and he just looked nasty. He looked nasty. He smelled nasty. And I'm like, okay, he was at work. You know, sometimes chefs smell bad because they've been in the kitchen and, you know, they're sweating and all that. But yeah, he smelled like he had to take a shower in days. But I was like, listen, okay, you call me all the time. You always want me on the phone with you. You seem like the sweetest guy. But one thing that I cannot tolerate is somebody telling me they're going to do something and then not doing it. Like I don't even have time for that. Okay? I was like, you put me more in a bind by telling me that you was going to do this and not doing it. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah. So, and when I looked over, do y'all know that I saw heroin tracks on this guy's arm? Okay? I know what heroin tracks look like. I seen them in the club and I was like, ah! Like, I didn't even want to talk no more. I just was like, you need to get out of my car with them freaking heroin tracks on your arms. That's the reason why you called me sounding all messed up. Okay? Alright, so I was like, you know, so just give me some time. I really don't want to be talking on the phone, and I don't want it to go further, and I'm gonna go now. But I was thinking in my head, get your behind out this car. You are on heroin, okay? Like, these demons be trying to pull. That's a disgusting, nasty. You are a junkie. That's a disgusting drug. That's how people catch AIDS, because they be sharing needles, and they take the needles and they stick them in their toes and in between their nose and anywhere they can find a vein in the side of their freaking face. Like really? And you out here trying to pose like you're not on heroin? You know, then you want to say you don't know why your baby mom left you and all. That's probably why right there. Okay? So get out of the car. I haven't spoke to him since. Only thing that he does is follow me on Snapchat and watch all my videos, and I'm like, just make sure you don't say nothing to me. I don't even know how to block somebody on Snapchat. I need to do that, because I really feel uncomfortable with him watching my videos. It's like, what are you watching me while you high on heroin? I don't know. Like, I'm not judging nobody, but then again, it's like people out here these demons out here trying to pull one. Okay, y'all? So please take your time. Take your time, okay? Take your time. Yo, that scared me. It really scared me. It did. I was like, dang. Oh my freaking gosh. But anyway, so that's what happened with the chef dude. Alright, and I also wanted to tell y'all some more demonic activity that I've seen at work, because it's like, if you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even care. I can't even entertain the fact that you don't believe me. I'm just telling y'all what I see, and I'm just trying to see if you can see the demons in your life. Because if you're not praying, then they're around you. If you're doing bad things, they're around you, cheering you on as you send your own soul to hell, because that's what's going on. Okay, so clean up dude. All right, one night I just got really frustrated. All right, I got really frustrated because like the night before, when I'm in the club, I get, it's really smoky, I get really sick, and I got real sick. Like, I was coughing right, and I had like bright green boogers coming out of my nose, and it was just really bad. I was like, I can't even work on the weekend no more, because the weekend is like so packed with smoke. I was like, listen, I'm not working the weekend no more. I told my manager that, and my manager trying to hold on to me, y'all. He's trying to hold on, because last night I was like, oh, well, let me just go to the story, and then I will come to last night. All right, so I was coughing. I was sitting in the office, and cleanup dude walked by. He had a cigarette in his mouth. He took a cigarette out, and he said, "I knew you were gonna get sick." And I looked at him, and he just walked away. Okay, like when the enemy comes through him, that's how he sounds. He sounds totally different. But whenever it's just him, he be like, yeah, yeah. But when the enemy speaks through him, you can really tell that it's the devil. Okay, and I've been doing some reading last night about demons and angels and the devil and all that. And you know what? It's really crazy. Dang, what's that? I forgot the name of the reading that I found, but I'm gonna post it below, because it shows how the 7 deadly sins, like, you know, the devil has a bunch of names, right? Like Lucifer, Satan, and then Mammon, and it's like 7 different names. But the 7 deadly sins it's crazy. It's like Mammon. Lucifer will possess you if you have too much pride. Mammon will possess you if you have too much gluttony or something like that. And then it's like Satan will possess you if you are angry. Okay, so I think this dude is angry. All right, and I think he has pride. So it's crazy. It's so crazy. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Okay, I'm gonna post it below. All right, because I've been trying to study the enemy and the angels too, because there's angels that combat these demons, and if you don't call on these angels or ask God to send them into your life and help, then they just remain idle. And it's just so crazy. There's an angel that will help you fight. There's an angel that will heal you. There's an angel that takes souls to God to be judged. There's it's really cool. Like the angel of death. I was reading about the angel of death, and I've read before that the angel of death is seen 3 doors down from when it takes a soul. So if it's going to take a soul in this house, somebody will see it, or it will appear 3 doors down from that house when it takes that soul. Okay, so I'm assuming that that's where that name came from, because there's a band called 3 Doors Down, and you know they be knowing stuff like this. So you know, but anyway, so that happened one time. I knew you were gonna get sick, and I just got real angry the next day. I was like, you know what? I just started talking to him like he was flat out the devil. Like, you know what? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad at us? And he was like, what? And I was like, why are you so freaking mad at us? What did we do to you? What did we do to you? And he was like, what do you mean, what did you do to me? And I was like, listen, let's stop, all right? I know that you are the devil, all right? I know that you're the devil, okay? I see you, all right? And he was like, really? And I was like, yes, I see you, all right? And I'm annoyed because you're saying all this stuff to me, and you just hate me so much. Like, it's my fault that you was in heaven and you got kicked out. Okay, why are you mad at us about it, right? And he was like, you so crazy. You are so crazy. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I was like, I see you, and I just want to know why it's not fair that we have to come to this earth and find this stuff out and figure it out, and then we gotta risk going to hell just because some stuff that we don't even freaking know. Like, it's not fair, right? He just looked at me and he was like, well, you know, it's all about the choices that you make, right? And I was like, it kind of, and then he looked at me like he don't want to hear that, you know. And I was like, I mean, you can't argue with that. You really can't argue with that. And then I was like, he walked away. He kind of walked away, and I'm still like mumbling, like, you know, well, it's not you the one that made the choice to get kicked out of heaven. And he just walked away like he did not want to hear that. But yeah, it's all about the choices that we make. We're choosing to do evil, to do bad, and we need to stop. We need to stop, because you know what's bad and you know what's good. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Okay? And it's not okay to be bad. Okay? It's really not. It's not okay. Alright? Because you're going to get kicked. You can't go to heaven if you're bad. You need to repent and try to get it right. Okay? Because I don't know why all this is here. I don't know why, but I do know that the least I could do for my soul is make some good choices. That's the least that I could do. So I can really say I tried when the two angels carry me up to God to be judged. Okay? So I don't know. But alright, that was one thing that he did. Okay, and the other time I was working, I had on this Guinness shirt, and it had like the Guinness logo. And he had a cigarette in his mouth, and he took it out, and he said, hey, he was like, do you know that shirt that you have on, you know we sell that beer here? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, thanks for promoting. And he walked away, and I was like, gosh, I freaking hate him. So I don't wear that shirt no more. There's another dude that comes in there that freaking harasses me to the point where the last time, I mean, it was just another reason why I called off work on Saturday, because this guy is really freaking crazy, all right? And he calls himself Stitch, right? And when I first met him, I already knew that it was going to be some type of, it was just going to be something, because he was like, you know, I'm part owner of this place. You know what I mean? And he's like this tall, dark-skinned Jamaican dude with these little twisty things in his head, kind of built, look like he work out. And he's like, he just does stuff like, he'll, if you bring his check to him, he'll look at you like, don't ever bring me no paycheck. Don't ever bring me no dang on paycheck. What's wrong with you, girl? Don't bring me no paycheck. I'm gonna pay my food. You know what I mean? Like, it's just aggravating, because you don't know whether to give him his paycheck or ask for some money, and it's like, it's so not cute. And then he'll like give you a big tip to deal with all that crap. You know what I'm saying? But the time before last that I saw him, right? He had like his eyes were bleeding. They were bleeding, and they were like blotches on the inside, blotches of blood on his eyes. And he was sitting at the bar, and he was staring at me because he knew it creeped me out, right? And I was like, what's wrong with your eyes? And he wasn't saying that, he was just looking at me, right? And then I was like, what's wrong with your eyes? And this girl was like, girl, don't talk to him. He's contagious. This girl that he was with, he's always with a lady or a couple of ladies. Somebody said that he's a pimp or whatever, right? So she's like, girl, don't talk to him. He's contagious, right? And I know that people can sneeze and cough, or trauma or something could make their eyes do like that. And I just thought it was weird. But I kept working. I was bartending. And all of a sudden, another dude comes in, stands right behind him, and he had blood and blotches in his eyes too. Okay, so, and then the cleanup dude comes through the door, walks behind both of them, and was shooting a bird right at me, and just shot the bird, and then did like that. And I just thought that it was so weird that you got one dude with blood in his eyes looking at me, and then you got another dude with the blood in his eyes, and it's like, did both of them go through a traumatic experience at the same time or something like that? That's why I just thought it was weird, and I just got afraid. I got really afraid. And a lot of people don't know, but the middle finger is a sign of the devil. It's supposed to be his phallus, actually. And the peace sign is a sign of the devil horns. So it's like, I don't know what the enemy was trying to tell me, but I just really want to quit my job. I said resign in my last video like this is some kind of professional job. Quit, okay? I'm just gonna not show up one day. I really feel like I don't want to do my manager like that. I'm supposed to go there tonight, but last night I didn't go there, and I feel really good. I haven't been up this early in a couple of, like, since I've been working there.
In a half mile, keep left to continue on I-285 East.
I want to be up early, okay? Very early like this, and I need to do other things. I need to focus on my career. Like, I really thought that place was going to help me, but it's not. And it's like turning into less money, and I got the freaking devil coming in there because
keep left to continue on I-285 East.
Last encounter that I had with Stitch, he's like, do you know who I am? I mean, I would tell you who I am. You probably already know who I am. I would tell
continue on I-285 East for 2 miles.
They wouldn't believe me. So it's like the devil is in another person now, right? And he topped one of this because he owed me $20, and he was like, don't you ever put your hand out like that again at me in front of my friends when I need to pay you. I know I need to pay you. Don't be doing your hand like this in front of my friend. And I'm like, get out my freaking face! Like, he's harassing me, you know. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Can you pay me though? And then he tapped one of the waitresses, and he was like, hey, give me $20, right? And she gave him $20. And he was like, my money long, girl. My money long. That's why she gave me that $20, okay? You not gonna get no money from me no more. You're not gonna get. And I'm just like, okay, like, all right, just give me the $20. Like, it just bothered me so freaking much. I just went and sat down, and I was like, because he's up there talking about the manager, his brother, and all this crazy stuff, and it's just harassment. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. This is not the type of environment that I want to be in. I don't want no freaking dude in my face like that, and cause it's gonna set me off, and then, you know, I just don't want to be in this type of freaking environment. And that's pretty much what it's come to. So this video is getting kind of long. I do want to tell y'all about my recent distraction, but I'll do that in the next video. Plus, I'm almost at my destination. I'll see y'all in the next episode.
In a half mile, keep left to stay on I-285 East.
At the Butterfly Show. Bye, baby.